Your spiritual leader is out. It's like he's the mascot of the team. That's how important he is. When he goes out, they get sad. See, Haliburton didn't only score. He assisted and got this team in their rhythm, getting them easy buckets, making the right pass, timely right passes. All that's mixed up now. You got to find other ways. So, Kevin Durant, huh? Houston Rockets finally pulled the trigger. Finally pulled the trigger. And when you let it all sink in, you start thinking about Jalen Green. Look, it's all a touchy situation. You know, you get used to players being in your city, right? Even though you know moves need to be made. I wasn't excited about getting Kevin Durant. And the reason why, and we're going to break this down. Because, yes, I said I'm not all bought in on KD. And they're valid points. But I'm going to tell you why this is not a bad trade. See, I was thinking Houston might have had to come off a little more than what they had to. And when you look at this, they got away with a steal. And the reason why I say they got away with a steal, look, KD is KD. No one ever said KD couldn't produce. No one ever said KD is not a knockdown shooter. No one ever said KD couldn't come through in the clutch. KD can do all of that even at 37 years old. But the problem I've had, and probably some other people, is that he's unavailable when you need him. He's older now. Yes, injury prone. That's the only knock on KD. That's why I didn't want this trade. That's why I didn't want KD's up in age. What he's going to give you, 40 games? And just hope he gets healthy enough for the down stretch to be there to bring you through? It's a lot of gambling going on. But I thought Houston might have to sell the cow and the chicken to get him. That wasn't the case. After weeks of negotiations, Phoenix has agreed to trade Durant to Houston. The Suns got back a couple of quality players. Phoenix receives Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, first round 10th pick, 5 second round picks. And when you look at that, and you just let it manifest on your brain, and we'll go to Jalen Green. Look, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, thanks and appreciate it. Loved you in Houston. You came through to the best of your abilities. You gave it all you had. You enjoyed being here in Houston. You enjoyed being a Houston Rocket. What you had to offer, you gave it up. Unfortunately for Jalen Green, time ran out on him. Houston betted on he would not turn around. They had to make a move. And like I said before, I was just wondering how much they had to give up. Now, if it's just Jalen Green for Kevin Durant, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Even swap, even though Durant's up in age, Jalen Green's still trying to find his way, and I still wish him the best, even in Phoenix. Don't hate the guy, wishing him the best. Hope he turns into that all-star player. I really do. But in a situation like this with KD, you can't pass it up. Even if he gives you 2 years or 3, you can't pass it up. The young players we already have on this team, they don't need to be babied anymore. They're learning right now on the fly how to win. Durant's going to plug in right into that. When it's time for Durant to leave, my biggest concern was what we're going to have left. We're going to have a whole lot left. You know why? Because they gave up Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, a number 10th pick, which you don't know how that would have turned out. You'd have still been on a waiting period trying to develop this player. Could have been 2-3 years. Could have been the same deal with Jalen Green, waiting until he comes along. Could be longer. And then 5 second-round picks, which that's an outstanding gamble too. Remember, Houston still can build. Still moves to be made. They didn't give up the cow and the chicken. You still got Jabari Smith, Tyrese. You still got Reed Shepherd. Huh? Still got the veteran Van Vliet. Now him and KD matching up, leading this team for his experience. You still have up-and-coming superstar, Amen Thompson. You still got Cam Whitmore. You get my drift? They didn't get rid of the cow and the chicken. No. Houston is still in contention for a very long time. And to get away with pulling in a KD, Kevin Durant, for these 2 or possibly 3 years, what can he give? How long can he last? You can't beat it. They're in position. Congratulations to Ime Udoka for his extension. Oh yeah, just like Steven Adams, well deserved. And as you see on this image, Ime Udoka and KD look like they're getting along very well, don't it? Don't it? They don't look like strangers, do they? I don't think so. This is going to be a match made in heaven. And look, folks, I know I sound like I'm upbeat about it when I said I did not want KD on this team. But understand, my thought process is we might have had to give up too much to get him in. That wasn't the case. And I still have concerns. Don't worry about it. I still have concerns. Yeah. Age, him getting injured again, missing games or not being there in the playoffs. I'm going to knock on wood for it. Don't want to see it. Because if he can stay upright, these Rockets are going to be right there knocking on the door of winning an NBA Finals. I have no doubt with this defense. And now you got a knockdown shooter, a go-to guy, half court, wherever you need him. 6 minutes left in the game. We ain't talking about somebody going ghost and you can't find him. He's not that type of player. That's what we was waiting on for Jalen Green to come through. But time ran out. And Dillon Brooks. That's a tough one too. To lose Dillon Brooks. He was a fan favorite. You want to talk about playing hard. Dillon Brooks, just like I said with Steven Adams, without Dillon Brooks, Rockets don't even come close to the record they had, probably when he made the playoffs. That's how big he was. When Jalen Green was on his stuff, not coming through, offense stagnant, falling short of just producing possession by possession, you have Dillon Brooks stepping up, knocking down crucial three-pointers. Having an out-of-body experience, playing in the post, doing turnaround jump shots. Playing in transition, bullying people, going through the lane, making layups. He was doing it all. He was the emotional leader. Yeah, he picked up a couple of technical fouls, had some ejections, but he was setting the tone. He was setting the culture here in Houston, not no pushovers. When you play us, you better keep your hands to yourself and keep your mouth closed.